years ago by the safety committee was slightly over 400,000. So we had Capital One, which was 150 a year ago in October, and then this past October another 150. We met actually last week with representatives from the safety committee, the company installing the security, and the proposals actually exceed the 150,000. This is to do work at the Little School, the Hood School, and to complete work at the Batchelder School, and also to do some further work at the high school and the middle school. So suffice to say, what needs to be done is going to exceed the amount of available funds. So I would anticipate, perhaps not this October, but maybe this October, coming back for the final portion of the funding to really complete this project. I believe that it's necessary to fully equip our schools to make them as safe as we possibly can at all times. And so we will be coming back for some additional funds. Keep in mind also that the original capital investment in security did not include lighting, and we feel strongly that that needs to be part of this. We need to come back and look closely at lighting and to make, as part of that third request, a lighting component.
The buses that are parked at the high school parking lot are parked towards the back, towards the wooded area. Would they consider bringing them up to the front, up near the practice field? It's just a little closer to, cruisers driving by Park Street.
Good suggestion. I suspect that the reason that that's been the historical placement of the buses is due to faculty parking. And you reserve the closer spaces for that. But we need to, the police have been great. They said that they would increase their patrols. But we need to be creative with our other thoughts as well.
Yeah, bring them away from that dark wooded area.
Well, they're backed up against the building.
But back up against that tree line, that's where they are in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. I think what you're probably referring to is when they're parked overnight, they're not parked there. What happens is they come warm them up and they all just get ready. They sit there. You're talking about the roadway that comes back down to 62, the parking lot area. Yeah. I think that's probably, I suspect that if you see them lined up facing ready to go, it's just because they've warmed them up and they're ready to go. If they don't park there, they're parked against. What's the wing?
The C wing,
Be parked against.
by the dumpster,
Right,
where Dodge Road comes in.
right. And so, there's woods in back of the bus that connect up to the middle school where kids are known to hang around. So if we brought them up more near the football field, up near the practice field, for overnight, at least over the weekends, when staff wouldn't be coming in the next morning. Just a thought. Anything else on that item? Okay, moving along, we have routine matters, we have bills and payroll. Are they all set?
Yep.
Minutes, we have minutes to approve. We have open session, April 13th.
I actually don't have mine in front of me, but I remember I found one correction that needed to be made. It was, what is it, the executive session, right? That's the high school library. It was on, near the end, it was good.
Okay, there.
It was about the, let's see. I think it's on page 3. I won't be able to find it now, of course I won't. Page 4, page 5. Page 5, Roman numeral 3, G1. It says, Mr. Venezia, under subcommittee reports, it said, Mr. Venezia and Mr. Webster updated the turf field and track memorandum of agreement. But that's not what we did. We just we updated on the status of the project.
Oh, okay.
So that was the only thing that I had. And the rest was okay.
Make a motion with that amendment?
Yes, we make a motion to approve as amended.
second by Cliff. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Cliff.
Cliff.
And then we have executive session minutes from April 13th.
And no issue with those. So I'll make a motion to approve the executive session minutes as written.
Second.
Second by Jerry. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Just Karen abstains on both of those, right? Yeah. Okay. Next on the list, the '09 budget update. Scott?
Yes, thank you. I'm referring to the April budget report. As stated in the cover sheet, the actions that we took earlier in the year to freeze our expense spending have yielded sufficient money to get our budget out of the red. We're in the black. We have 2 months to go, a month and a half to go. I'm, at this stage, confident we'll be able to end the year in the black, barring any unforeseen expenses. The budget freeze was very difficult. I think the principal here who can attest to the fact that, like so many other situations, we've found that there's an increased dependency on parents and fundraising to assist us in what I would call primary operational activities. So that's a sad outcome of what we had to deal with this year. But as the committee knows, we had to return funds because of the revenue shortfalls. Having said that, hoping that we can devote a little bit of money towards the end of the year, any money at all that's available will be made available to the principals to do some pre-buying for next year out of this year's budget. Unfortunately, that vandalism that we just discussed will reduce that amount.
What does insurance cover on that?
Well, we're definitely going to apply. We don't have all the estimates in yet,
Okay.
and there is a deductible. That's a process that's really handled more on the town side through town administrator's office, but I can assure you we'll apply for reimbursement if we qualify. And we will if it's at a certain ceiling. So I also noted in the budget detail the details of the fact that I may have mentioned before that we are making a change. You may recall that we were going to go to town meeting for a budget warrant item for the second year of a technology lease, but instead the town in effect is going to reduce the money it's taking back from us, and we will hold on to that money as a carry forward into the following fiscal year, and we will actually expend that technology money out of our budget when it's due in September. So if you wondered why our bottom line budgets have changed, it's for that reason. So that's a brief report.
Okay. Next is, there's no staffing changes to report. We have 2 donations.
Actually, number one, we're going to hold off on.
Okay. Number 2 is a donation from the SEAM Collaborative, 6 rolls of laminating material to the Hood School. Do we have a motion to approve? Do we have a second?
Yes.
Okay. A motion to accept the generous donation from Ann Curry and the SEAM Collaborative. So all those in favor?
Aye.
With gratitude. Subcommittee reports. We have a report from the athletics.
No,
Subcommittee?
tomorrow, we're meeting tomorrow.
We meet tomorrow?
I was made the connection to the North Shore Coalition for School Funding. I remember we,
Yep.
Yep.
and there was a meeting on Thursday evening. It's a good group that's just kind of getting started. One of the things they asked is that I would get a copy of the vote and the action on that, either out of the minutes or otherwise, and send that to one of the people there. So if I can get that either electronically or in hard copy, deliver that. It's a good group. It's 5 people on that.
Great.
This is the coalition, suburban
Yeah,
coalition.
It's the North Shore?
Oh, the
That's the North Shore, the one we voted on
Coalition for Funding of School Funding.
either last meeting or 2 meetings ago, I can't remember.
There is a group of 16 communities, is it?
There's
correct?
16 communities, there's 13 of them that have formally connected to it. The other 3 are
is a North Shore Coalition for School Funding, and they're just focusing on the formula, the Chapter 70 formula. And the Youth at Risk is meeting tomorrow as well, so we don't have an update on that. It's a donation, subcommittee reports, and David, you have administrative?
No, not tonight.
Okay. Correspondence is here for reading. Future meetings. We have a meeting May 26th, the middle school. Our budget hearing and regular meeting. We'll vote on the budget that night. And then Monday, June 8th, 6 o'clock, the town meeting at the high school. Can we have a motion to go into executive session?
Make a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of collective bargaining and litigation, and return to open session for the purpose of adjournment.
Second.
Roll call vote. Cliff?
Yes.
Jerry?
Aye.
Mel?
Aye.
Aaron? And chair votes aye. Thank you very much, Mr. Queen, and we're back on the school committee.
Yes. Okay.
8:58.